Hey there, internet. So, you remember how I used to actually make videos that were me, like, telling you interesting fact slash instructional slash whatever things, and not just me rambling on and on mildly incoherently about my own personal life? No, you don't? Well, that's because I haven't done one in, like, forever. So, what say you we try one of those out? Deep, 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 beep, 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 life unedited. So, it's a well-known fact among people who know me that I personally spend way too much time reading Wikipedia articles. Like, it's ridiculous. I think I have a problem. And I'm not gonna take the time to defend Wikipedia right here. I do not believe that you should use it as a scholarly source when writing a paper, but on the other hand, I do genuinely believe that it is fairly accurate for the most part. I just like to use it as a means of acquiring as many random facts as possible for my brain. Well, through my many years of perusing the Wikipedia of the wikiness for the people, I don't know why I said it like that, I've discovered a number of entries in the Wikipedia that are just fantastic. Like, for various reasons, they're just the best. So now, I present to you my 5 favorite Wikipedia articles. Number 5, the phantom time hypothesis. Turns out that there was this historian born in like 1947 who looked at the Gregorian calendar and then looked at the Julian calendar, which, for those of you who don't know, was the one that came before the Gregorian calendar, which, for those of you who don't know that, is the name of the calendar that we currently use in the United States of America and a lot of the Western countries around the world. Anyway, when that transition from Julian to Gregorian happened, there were 10 days added to the calendar because the Julian calendar used to get off by about 1 day every 100 years. Thus, when the changeover occurred, they added 10 days to the calendar. It should have balanced out. The only problem is the changeover happened around 1300 AD, which means there should have been 13 days added, not 10. So this little German historian starts thinking and goes, 300 years were made up and didn't actually happen. Specifically, I believe it was 614 to 911 AD. He said, nope, that wasn't real. He formed the phantom time hypothesis. He came up with some proofs for it, and you can read the Wikipedia article for yourself to find the rest of that information. Number 4 favorite Wikipedia article, the Emu War. The scene is 1932 Australia. The subject is a bunch of farmers who are very poor because of the Great Depression, and the opponent is 20,000 emu migrating across the plains of Australia. Because they were kind of destroying all of the crops and things, the law said that you could then kill all of the emu, so all of these farmers and soldiers went out and started systematically slaughtering a bunch of emu. And it basically is just one of the top 5 reasons why I think Australia might be the coolest place in the world. Number 3, the list of common misconceptions. As the name would suggest, this is a list of common misconceptions that people have. In other words, all those things that people believe on a fairly regular basis, but totally aren't true. For example, goldfish don't have a memory of only a few seconds. They can remember as many as several months. Houseflies live for up to 30 days, not 1. You cannot see the Great Wall of China from space. It's just not possible. Poinsettias aren't poisonous to cats and people. I don't know where all of these things came from, but there's a ton of them. Check out the list for yourself to read the rest. Number 2, and this is where it starts to get really stinking great, the defenestrations of Prague. First of all, I think it's obvious that this is one of my favorite articles simply because it has the word defenestrations in the title. For those of you who don't know, defenestration is the act of throwing someone out a window. Yes, there's a word in the English language for that thing. I honestly don't know if it's a word solely because of this event or if it was a word before and that's what people called it. Regardless, it's cool, it's hilarious. Here's what happened. Actually, what happened twice, because it happened once in 1419 and then again in 1618. Basically, civil unrest, a bunch of people meeting in like an upper room. The common people who are upset with them are down on the streets below. They rush into the building, they grab all the important leaders, and they throw them out the window. I'm not kidding. That's actually what happened. In fact, the second one in 1618 was so significant that it launched the 30 Years' War. That just seems like such a ridiculous thing. You're throwing people out windows, and it's historically relevant. But finally, number 1, my absolute favorite Wikipedia article is, drumroll please, quantum mechanics in Simple English. Yes, for those of you who don't know, there is a Simple English mode on Wikipedia. It's one of the languages over on the left, down near the bottom. And honestly, most articles are available in it, but without a doubt, the best one is that which attempts to explain quantum mechanics, which is generally considered to be one of the more complicated things you can learn in ridiculously simple language. As a result, you end up with sentences like, he must have wondered, why did Heisenberg give me this strange thing? Why does he have to do it this way? Or, Max Born was a very, very good mathematician. Or, my personal favorite, and I'm gonna read this one so I don't mess it up. It describes an electron as a little like a jellyfish that is always squishing around and cannot be in one place unless you kill it. That's not what an electron is like at all. And, in fact, since when do jellyfish exist in multiple places at the same time? Unless there's something that I really did not know about jellyfish that I'm quite interested in. Anyway, I highly suggest you check it out for yourself. In fact, maybe check out all of these articles in simple English. I didn't do that, but they're probably even more fantastic. Let me know down in the comment section, what is your favorite thing that you've ever read about on Wikipedia, or do you ever even use Wikipedia? Because if not, you should. Until next week, deuces.